Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. What's happening?
I think I'm coming down with the flu, guys. That's why I decided to stay home today.
You think it's the flu or that norovirus that's going around? There's a lot of different viruses going around. By the way,
I hope it's not the norovirus. I'm just getting a little sick, so I was like, you know what? Let me stay my ass home. I don't want to get anybody else sick, so I said I'm gonna stay my ass. I don't know what it is. I take my flu shot every year, so if it's the flu, I don't know. But I am feeling a little sick.
That's the most responsible thing that you've done since I've known you.
Damn.
Great.
Yeah, damn. I got 6 kids. I take my kids everywhere, but that's the most responsible thing I've done since you've known me.
Kids, yo, no. Outside of your kids, no. Everything family is great with you. Nah, but yo, you used to come in there sick, yo, and be coughing. No, I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong. And then before you know it, I'm coughing by the end of the week, and then Red coughing, and the next thing you know, it's crazy.
It's creating herd immunity. Then if all of us get sick, then we'll all be immune to whatever it is we got.
I ain't trying to know that.
But there is some type of different viruses going around.
A lot of stuff going around.
Everybody got something.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have, what is the new one that came back? Was it the measles, the monkeypox? What was it? Recently?
It's a few cases of measles in Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of
measles,
stuff going on.
Yeah, something.
Hey, man, just drink your tussin, man. Drink your tussin, take your vitamin C, say your prayers, keep it moving. We'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Crazy.
Okay. All right. How was Atlanta last night? You was performing in Atlanta, Jess. How was that?
Crazy. Listen, again, I wasn't able to do meet and greet, but yo, the city of Atlanta treats me so damn good, for sure. So I had a lot of fun. And shout out to Restaurant Juve. We went there. Louis V took me there, me and my team, and it was amazing. Food is good.
Yeah, did you go to Shaq's house again, though?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Did you go to Shaq's house?
Did you get video of the white women?
Mind your business. Just mind your business.
Mind our business.
Now it's mind our business.
Mind our business that you came to the radio and told everybody?
Because that is my friend, and I don't want to tell no more business of his.
Oh, he screamed on you.
Absolutely not. Y'all just going to pay me for my footage, and that is it. He didn't.
Okay.
What? I know Shaq love attention. Shut up with all that. I just prefer to get paid for my footage.
Oh, I don't want to see it that bad.
Good. So let's move on.
Yes. Only you open the door and say, "Hey guys, look what's in here," and then we come peek. You like, nope, can't come in no more.
Yep. Period.
We can't get a little guess, like, was it black, was it white, was it short, was it tall?
No. Y'all was the main ones hyping it up. But are you sure you will never be invited again? And da-da-da-da. All right, cool. So now as the less y'all know, the better.
I don't even believe you got invited again.
Word, me neither. You ain't go.
So why
prove it.
So why you asking? So why you asking about it?
Prove it. All right. Well,
what is this that just popped on the screen?
She's filling in for Morgan. She's doing front page news next. That's Bree.
I thought somebody hacked our Zoom. I'm like, who is this?
Yes.
Well, when we come back, Bree was going to be holding down front page news. Tank will be joining us this morning. R&B singer Tank. He's on Broadway, and we're going to be talking to Tank.
He's in Alicia Keys' Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Yes.
And also, comedian Bill Burr will be joining us this morning.
Bill got a new special out called Drop Dead Years that's actually out today on Hulu. And he's debuting in Glenn Ross, which is also a Broadway play.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so we'll get to all that next. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Oh, I forgot.
Happy birthday.
It's a legend's birthday. It's Quincy a legend's birthday. Quincy Jones' birthday. You know he produced a whole Thriller. So let's get on a Michael Jackson joint. Rest in peace. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, Morgan is on vacation. Bree Wood is filling in. Good morning, Bree.
Peace, Bree.
Hey, good morning, NV, Charlamagne the God, and Jess Hilarious. How are you guys? Happy Friday.
Thank you, Bo.
Happy Friday.
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Awesome. Here's what's trending in the news this morning for you. So, Democrat Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says he will vote to advance the GOP's 6-month funding bill that passed the House in order to stop a government shutdown tonight. So let's take a listen to some of his commentary on that decision.
There is nobody in the world, nobody, who wants to shut the government down more than Donald Trump and more than Elon Musk. While the CR bill is very bad, the potential for a shutdown has consequences for America that are much, much worse.
Now, Schumer said in a floor speech that there are no winners in a government shutdown, adding that the bill is a terrible option, but that he believes allowing Trump to take more power through a shutdown is a far worse option. So the comments from the Senate Minority Leader are a contrast from ones that were made just a day earlier when he said that Democrats would not let it pass. And so if the Senate passes the bill, it would then, of course, go to President Trump's desk for a signature. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, per usual, the party of inaction, the Democrats have failed to protect the interests of the American people. And you know why, Dems suck at messaging? Because they never talking about nothing. And they do nothing. So guess what? To me, they all got to go. Like Dems don't just have a messaging problem; they got a leadership problem. The Chuck Schumers of the world, the Hakeem Jeffries, they should all step down. And any Dem who isn't fighting for the people and standing with the party should be primaried. Like, how can you say the bill sucks, but you're passing it anyway? Like, you're not going to even try to, present something different, try to negotiate nothing. Just it sucks, but we're going to pass it anyway.
Yeah, that's been the commentary. Basically, I think a lot of the world agrees with you on that because it just seems as though the Democrats can't come together on anything.
Nothing,
so
ever.
Yeah,
nothing at all. Nope.
So what's the point of voting for them? Like, literally.
Well, all right. Well, a federal judge has ordered some fired federal employees to be reinstated. Now, a California federal judge is demanding that the Trump administration rehire some fired federal employees. U.S. District Judge William Alsup found the firing of probationary employees from 6 federal agencies last month to be unlawful. He said the Office of Personnel Management and its acting director did not have the authority to issue the directive to fire the workers. The agency includes the Department of Veterans Affairs, Agricultural, Defense, Energy, Interior, and Treasury. So the judge said it is a sad day when our government would fire some good employees and say it was based on performance when they know good and well that's a lie. So the Justice Department indicated that it will appeal this ruling to the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals.
Well, salute to that man. What's that judge's name again?
His name is Judge William Alsup.
Drop on the clues bombs with Judge William Alsup. That's a man that cares about people.
Nah, he stood on business with that one.
That's right.
And we have a story on Trump threatening a 200% tariff on European Union alcohol products. Now, President Trump. Yes, the liquor. He says that he will implement a 200% tariff on all alcoholic products from the European Union. In a post on Truth Social, he said that it would be in response to the 50% tariff on whiskey implemented by the EU. And we have some commentary from the president during a recent White House press briefing on the U.S. regaining its wealth. So let's take a listen.
April 2nd is going to be a very big day for the United States of America. The United States of America is going to take back a lot of what was stolen from it by other countries and by, frankly, incompetent U.S. leadership. Grossly incompetent.
Well, the president said the union was created, quote, for the sole purpose of taking advantage of the U.S. He added that the tariff will be great for champagne and wine businesses across the country. It all comes after both the EU and Canada responded with tariffs of their own after President Trump placed a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports. Well, so, the U.S. is the world's largest importer of wine and champagne, and we imported nearly $4.9 billion worth of wine each year. So,
damn. Well,
that's a big deal.
I haven't had a drink since before Martin Luther King Jr. Day anyway. I think that's Sunday before Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So, because I got too drunk.
You think that will affect? Will affect how often people drink if they got to pay that much?
Yes.
No.
I mean,
people gonna drink. They're gonna drink cheaper liquor. That's all.
Way to get drunk. It's
just gonna be cheap stuff. Yep.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, they're gonna switch. They're gonna find the cheapest option. I know that much. Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Well, that's your front page news. I'm Bree Wood, and coming up next hour, we'll talk about New York's Governor Kathy Hochul in your neck of the woods. She's headed to the White House this morning to meet with the president about New York's sanctuary city status.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Stop yawning, Jess.
Yeah, all right. Tired.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Zoe. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
What's up, Zoe?
Hey,
Get it off your chest.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
No, good morning, by the way, brother.
Peace,
I
King.
see you be speaking a lot about Democrats and how they they not putting into action the stuff that you want them to put into. But I be feeling like the Democrats don't step up on a lot of stuff because they be in, like, people be in their pockets. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of other entities or whatever be paying for stuff so they can't speak up and be themselves or represent what they want to represent, like on the bills and stuff.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. Like, you know, everybody talking about Elon Musk and, you know, the oligarchy. Like, all of a sudden they want to have these conversations as if that hasn't been happening forever in politics.
So y'all think everybody got somebody in their pocket?
For the
and I
most part.
think a big part of the reason, like, Trump was able to come in and change the stuff that he changed, like, he backs a big part of his own campaign, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have to take money from a lot of people, so he didn't have those restrictions on, okay, I'm gonna back you, but don't do this, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you this $100 million, but don't pass this bill. Like, he got his own money, so he kind of get to do what he set forward to do.
Well, no, not in this case. You know, I mean, Elon Musk donated over a couple $100 million. You know, and you clearly see how he's running the tables right now.
No, I understand. I understand that. What I'm saying is those other people, whether it be pharmaceutical companies or, you know how the politics thing is. Like, it's always somebody who has a big, like, it's always somebody in the background who got an ulterior motive, and the representatives can't do what they're really supposed to do.
They're beholden to corporate interests because they're beholden to corporate dollars.
Thank you, Joe.
Exactly.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is Eddie.
Eddie, what's up? Get it off your chest, bro.
Good morning to everyone there. I'm old school, and I was wanting to ask the young lady, what kind of, what does she do? Stand up? Could she give me a brief bio of what she does? Because I'm 60 years old. I don't do social media. I have no idea, what she does.
You know about Jess Hilarious?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm a stand-up comedian from Baltimore City, Baltimore, Maryland. And yes, I'm also an actress. I have shows on TV. I'm in movies on a couple streaming platforms. And yeah. And now
you go Google, bro. She got a lot of stuff online.
No, he said he don't do that. He don't be online. So
yeah. But I'll try to find some streaming things because you seem like you're on point. I appreciate you in the morning.
What city you in? Maybe she'll be in your city soon. What city you in?
I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I'm a native of Brooklyn, New York.
When you performing in Charlotte again, Jeff?
I actually got a deal on the table right now with Charlotte, but I'm in Raleigh. But I'm gonna get to Charlotte. It's a lot of things.
Okay.
More dates to get.
Now, Jess, if he streams one of those movies, he gonna see a little too much.
Yeah. Just go to Tubi. If you like, you want to see.
You know what his next question gonna be?
Some explicit things.
His next question gonna be what? Well, what's Tubi? You know what I'm saying? I don't. Wait.
I'm down with Tubi though. I have seen y'all work on Tubi.
Come on, I know you got Tubi, sir. Come on.
Yeah, I'm down with Tubi. I've seen y'all on Tubi.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what it is, bro.
Okay, all right, y'all. Well, I appreciate you, Jess, and I wish all y'all good fortune.
Peace, King.
Thank you so much.
Same to you, brother.
Yes, you can watch The Breakfast Club on Tubi. Yeah, we on Tubi.
Go ahead. Say more. You don't know more. Say more.
That's all I know. I just know we on Tubi. You know what I mean? We on Tubi.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's going on, Breakfast Club? This is Ty calling from 804.
What's up, 804? Get it off your chest, brother.
Yo, I just want to tell everyone that needs to hear this that F that job. Don't be afraid to take your first step toward entrepreneurship.
Okay.
All right. I wouldn't say F your job unless you're ready.
I wouldn't say F your job
unless you're ready.
You can say it. Don't act on it until you're ready, but you can say it all you want to.
Okay.
You know what I like to tell you know what I like to tell people? I like to tell people there's 168 hours in a week. That's more than enough time to, deal with your reality and chase your dream.
That's my point exactly. But
no, it's not. You told everybody quit their job. That's what you told everybody.
I didn't say quit. I just say effort. If you say effort, then you start working toward what you want.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Go ahead and quit.
I get what you're saying.
Thank you, Jess.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
For sure.
Have a good one, brother. Hello, who's this?
Hey guys, it's Shonda, the Haitian therapist.
Hey, ain't heard from you in a minute. Shonda, what's happening?
I know. And I've been a day one listener.
Thank you.
He used to say he drove the 2004 Cadillac Charlamagne.
I still drive that.
I still got that truck.
Okay, sure.
What you mean?
And then I used to listen to you on Wendy. And Charlamagne, drop that donkey. But they stopped hearing Wendy on the Breakfast Club. It was great. Enjoyed what everyone was saying. The 10 out of 10 was just screw up. Not like
your phone sounds crazy.
Yeah, your phone is not a 10 out of 10 this morning. Crazy. Your phone going in and out, Shonda.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is better?
Your phone going in and out, Shonda. I want to hear from you,
Sorry,
too.
Shonda.
Damn.
Hello, who's this?
It's Paulo.
Get it off your chest, Paulo.
Yeah, man, y'all know the rapper dude that got killed in Florida with his daughter? in Texas with his daughter?
Yes, sir.
Little Ronnie, right?
His baby mama was on the internet yesterday flexing $40,000, $50,000. She done had a GoFundMe for the funeral. And I just want people to know this is why we don't take them GoFundMe seriously. People get the money and do all type of with it. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean she was flexing? What she was doing?
She had the money on her shoulder, flexing at the little balloon release or whatever it was, just being ghetto and ignorant, just like, this is what people get their hard-earned money for?
You talking about the mother of the child that got killed too? That was her?
Yeah, the baby mama, yeah.
God damn.
I was ready to say maybe she was doing that in remembrance of him. Is that something that he would have done or something like that?
Yeah, that he used to do or something? Yeah, good point.
I don't know. I just seen him smoking weed on there. I ain't seen no money.
Oh, okay.
You saw him smoking weed?
No, before.
Yeah, on the internet.
Got you.
Like that.
Yeah,
Man, but people gotta know, man. That's why we don't take them GoFundMe seriously, man. People be reluctant on giving their hard-earned money up because people be playing.
That's true.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up. We got the latest with Loren coming.
Yes, we do. Diddy we're back here with Diddy. He's now alleging that CNN destroyed that original video, the Cassie video. So that might have some that might make some changes in court, but we'll talk about it.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
LL Cool Bay.
Yes. So Diddy and CNN are going at it right now. Diddy's legal team is claiming that CNN altered the video, that Cassie video that came out of him beating Cassie in the hotel, the 2016 video. They're saying that it was altered, that CNN put it through this like free editing app, and they sped it up so that the events that we saw happened faster than how they happened in real time.
Why did that matter?
Does that change anything?
So this is the only thing that it can change. Normally in a court, anything that's altered video-wise, a court is not going to allow a jury to watch that because they don't know like how far they don't know how far the edits may have went. They can't determine what was there, what wasn't there, whatever, right? So that would basically mean if this video doesn't make it into the court, the jury won't see it. But I mean, how do we know that those jurors hadn't seen it online already?
This feels like old school lawyers trying to navigate their way through a whole new world because they're going to be hard pressed to find a juror who hasn't seen that video. So they can keep that video out of the court, but they can't keep it out of people's minds.
Exactly.
Well, the thing about that is what it probably strikes is the fact that if they say it's altered, part of the reason, I don't even think it matters anymore, but part of the reason that they said they didn't give him bail was because of that video. So if that video is no longer being able to be used, he could probably have bail, and he could probably get some of those other things that was the reason why he couldn't get bail and some of those other things before.
Yeah, but people, you already saw the video. It's in your mind. If your mind state is, hey,
the jurors,
but even
with legally jurors, from the judge.
But even with the judge, it's like if your mind state is, I can't give him, I don't want to give him bail because he might be violent. You already saw the video.
And then if you remember with the bail conversation, remember they also had like the phone records of him like allegedly reaching out to the different witnesses. Like there was other things outside of the video that they could lean in on too as well. So I mean, I feel like even if this video is, at first I was like, well, maybe that video being taken away can help him because of the Bell situation. And I was like, nah, you saw what you saw.
Yeah.
Like,
but also they said if it's altered, and they said CNN destroyed the original.
Yes.
That doesn't seem strange at all.
Well, okay.
Why would you destroy it?
CNN is claiming that they never destroyed anything. CNN says CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source. CNN aired the story, and they also say this. They're making it clear that they aired this video months before Diddy was even locked up or a federal indictment was announced, because Diddy's team is also saying, like, y'all altered this and y'all got rid of this original footage when y'all knew that there was an ongoing federal case and y'all reported about it. But they dropped this video in May, and then Diddy did his video apologizing.
Diddy probably mad they didn't destroy the whole thing. Why didn't they destroy the whole video? That's the only thing that could help him in a situation like this. Also, if you're trying to keep jurors from seeing this video, all this does is bring more attention to the video. Because if I'm a potential juror and I see these headlines, I'm gonna go see what hell the video they talking about if I've never seen it.
Yeah, that's true. And then they also are going back and forth right now because speaking of jurors, they're trying to get the prosecutors are like, yo, let's take this to court right now. Like, let's have a jury seated like in the next like month. Diddy's team is like, nah, we need until like April to go back through discovery and figure some things out. And Diddy's team wants to sit down. They want to sequester jurors. They want to give them questionnaires. I think what they really want to do is with this video, they want to basically see how much these jurors have seen online, and they're gonna want to pick the people who don't really know nothing about nothing, which is going to be hard.
But he's not being charged for that video. He's being charged for something totally different. 100%. So that video, like Charlamagne said, really shouldn't matter. Right?
I ain't say that.
The only
meaning if they seen it or not, it really shouldn't matter because he's not being charged with that video.
He's not. That would have been a state issue, and the time limit for them to prosecute that has already passed. But you've seen it, and he looks like a monster in that video. So it's going to be hard to say this man learned his lesson, let him free, don't charge him with all this stuff. He didn't do any of this stuff. If that's, you know what I mean?
Like I said, they can keep the video out of court, but they can't keep it out of people's minds. Not just the video, the baby oil, and every other crazy ass story that you've heard over the last few months. Like, you done heard some wild Diddy stories.
We definitely have.
We definitely have heard some wild Diddy stories. Well, that's the update. I think yesterday when that broke, people was like, wait, what? But CNN is coming out swinging like, yo, we don't know what y'all talking about. That is not true. And that video copy was the only copy. The Intercontinental where that video was recorded is no longer open, and it's been confirmed that was the only copy of the video. So we'll have to see what happens from here. But in other news, yesterday we talked about Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, and we did get some updates. I told you guys that we were going to try and figure this out, so I just wanted to put this update out here. So yesterday, Nikki Taylor, who is Teyana Taylor's mom and manager, spoke out. She said it's awful strange that the case is sealed from a divorce that was finalized on July 1st, 2024, but all of this information as to what she allegedly got is public this week. What about what the other party received? Let's be crystal clear. Both parties walked away with properties, vehicles, and businesses that they obtained separately. Now, I also had someone point out to me that there was a story that Jasmine Brand actually broke about this. This was broke months ago about the money and all that stuff, and it does mention what Iman received, and he was able to, he left the situation with his condo in Miami. He also was able to keep ownership of his own businesses as well too. So it kind of seems like they both walked away with what they came in with, and then
it was a prenuptial situation.
Yeah, then the child support stuff happens and the school stuff happens or whatever. So yeah, they wanted to make it crystal clear this was a fair situation.
But why did that story drop yesterday? If this was something that was done last July, why did it come out yesterday of everything? And why was only one side? I guess that's the question.
Because of Loren.
No,
because of the latest with Loren.
No. That thing had its legs before we brought it here. We're clarifying, but it had legs. I can't answer that question, Envy, but I can't answer that. But that is one of the questions that Miss Nikki is asking as well too. It's like, well, why all of a sudden is this so big? Why is it happening? Why is it moving?
That's the way the internet works, though. I mean, the internet finds things, and then somebody puts a little flame to it, throws some gas on it. Next thing you know, it's viral, and you wondering why.
Yeah.
Nothing ever really dies on the internet. It's really like herpes. Every story is like herpes online. And at any point, it can be an outbreak.
Well, hopefully I was gonna say hopefully we got rid of the herpes, but you can't.
No, there's no cure for it.
You can't.
Nope.
Keeps coming back.
Well, that is the latest, and that is the update.
All right. Well, thank you, Loren. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then comedian Bill Burr will be joining us. I'm DJ MV. We are the Breakfast Club.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. Morgan is out today, but Bree is filling in. Good morning, Bree Wood.
Hey, good morning, DJ MV, Charlamagne the God, and Jess Hilarious. Happy Friday. How are you guys feeling?
Peace, Bree. No relation to Morgan, right?
No,
Okay.
we just call each other play cousin now.
Okay.
Well, let's jump right in.
Yeah, here's what's trending in your news this morning. So we begin with Governor Kathy Hochul. She is heading to the White House this morning to meet with President Trump about New York's sanctuary city status. The meeting comes after the Justice Department hit several city hotels and shelters with federal subpoenas seeking names, birth dates, and other information about immigrant asylum seekers. So here's some of what Governor Hochul had to say.
We will not be cooperating in terms of state police not assisting unless they have a warrant for someone's arrest or a proof that this person is a dangerous individual.
It also comes 2 days after border czar Tom Homan was on Hochul's turf in Albany threatening to flood New York with ICE agents. Now, Hochul says the state has always cooperated with ICE when it comes to removing dangerous criminals, but she is vowing to hold the line on New York's sanctuary status. Has that been something that's been an issue for you guys? Have you noticed people feeling a certain type of way about being a sanctuary city?
I don't know if they feel the way about sanctuary city, but I mean, over the last couple of years here in New York, people have definitely felt the way about, the illegal immigrants. You know what I mean? Like that has definitely been a thing. That's been a thing for a while. But I also don't believe anything Democrats say until I see it. So, Governor Hochul's talking all that tough talk until Trump applies pressure. You know what I mean? I need to see how people react when Trump actually applies pressure and says, no, you're going to do this.
And I don't know if you've seen it recently, but I guess since we've been talking about it more and more and more, I always feel like the phone listens. The site has been popping up, which is IceGov on Instagram, and it tells you everybody that's been arrested, how they've been arrested, if they child molesters, if they sex offenders, or what all that other stuff. It tells you and gives pictures and where they picked them up from, which is
they popping up on
crazy.
They popping up on your phone because I've been warning them. I've been telling them where to look. Okay,
Yo, shut up.
Ice done asked me to go on a ride along a couple of times. I told him exactly where I want to go.
Nope.
And I want to go your front gate.
No, you're not. I ain't letting you in.
Okay.
Well, hopefully they have a productive meeting this morning. I'm sure there will be updates on that come Monday. In other news, during a heated session of the House Ways and Means Committee on Wednesday, Democratic Representative John Larson of Connecticut launched into a fiery rant against Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. Take a listen to Democrat Representative John Larson. He was very upset at the absence of Elon Musk during this meeting.
Where's Elon Musk? I'm sure he's a genius and is a very credible person because of the wealth he's accumulated. But that does not put him above the law or the responsibility to come before this committee in this Congress. If he's so great, if these plans and all the fraud and abuse that he's found are so eminent, why isn't he here explaining it?
Elon tweeted out, man, tell him sit his poor ass down. Okay, we don't hear from his poor ass. Tell him sit his poor ass down, okay? I understand House Dems doing that, but you know what's more effective? Watching Trump and MAGA supporters go off about Doge at those Republican town halls. You know what I mean? Like seeing like people expect Dems to be mad, but when they watching people who voted for Trump be mad, it hits different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And he had a lot more to say than that. He went on to accuse Musk of attempting to privatize Social Security and criticized his absence from the committee meeting, questioning his accountability and his motives. The White House responded, defending Musk's efforts to reduce waste and fraud in entitlement programs, and accused Democrats of avoiding the issue altogether. So that's going to be an ongoing conversation. And entitlement programs, those are government programs providing benefits or services to individuals who meet specific eligibility requirements established by law, ensuring that those benefits are provided regardless of budget constraints or appropriations. For example, that would be your Social Security, your Medicaid, Medicare, and SNAP.
Gotcha.
And on Thursday, it was the 5th anniversary of Breonna Taylor's death. It marked 5 years since she was shot and killed after police performed a no-knock warrant at her apartment in Louisville. Democratic Representative Morgan McGarvey of Kentucky honored her on the House floor this week. Here's just some of what he had to say about Breonna. Listen.
Breonna loved her family, her community, and more than anything, she loved life. In the face of injustice, we cannot be silent. We must speak up. We must say her name, Breonna Taylor.
Now, former Louisville Metro Police Department officer Brett Hankerson, he was convicted of violating Taylor's civil rights by shooting blindly into her apartment. And the other officers who fired their guns at her apartment, they no longer work for LMPD, but they have not faced any criminal charges. And I know in Louisville, I was reading and watching, they still protest every year around this time. And the protest has never stopped. It's ongoing. But they're saying that there still really is no accountability for what happened 5 years ago. So
At all.
yeah. And finally, we do have one story involving an American Airlines plane. It caught fire at Denver International Airport after landing, prompting the evacuation of 172 passengers and 6 crew members. So the fire, which originated from an engine-related issue while the aircraft was taxiing to the gate, resulted in thick black smoke and flames that were coming from the underside of the plane. So emergency slides were deployed, and passengers, they safely deplaned onto the wing, though. So they had to stand on the wing as emergency crews worked to extinguish the flames. Fortunately, there are no injuries reported in this, and the fire was extinguished within an hour. The Boeing 737 had taken off from Colorado Springs. It was headed to Dallas-Fort Worth before being diverted to Denver. And we wanted to make sure we got that in because you guys are consistently traveling for work. And
so you just want to scare the hell out of us, huh, Bree?
No.
We wanted to get that in because you guys are consistently flying, so I want to scare the hell out of y'all this weekend.
No.
Man, I got a flight.
Precautionary,
in 3
so you know
hours.
what's happening.
This is crazy.
You know what's happening with these planes at these airports, and you know it's being reported now more than ever. So why not?
You know what? I be wanting just to know what happened. Like, you know what I mean? Because they report these stories to us, but then they don't tell us why. At least I don't see why these things happened.
Well, that sounds like the plane was raggedy. Is that it?
Well, they said that the plane landed safely at the airport and that the engine trouble didn't start until afterwards. So there was no smoke billowing while they were in the air, but when they got on the ground, coming to the gate, that's when all the smoke and fire started with the engine.
Lord,
so if there was engine trouble, better to happen on the ground than in the sky.
In the air, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
So happy everybody was safe in that instance.
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you,
Well,
Bree.
thank you, Bree.
Yeah. So that's your front page of news. I am Bree Wood. You can find me on X at Bree on Air, BRIONAIR. Also, check us out at BINnews.com and get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the free iHeartRadio app. You guys have a great weekend.
You too, Bree.
All right, you too now. All right, now, when we come back, comedian Bill Burr will be joining us. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LaRosa filling in for Jess.
Yes, indeed.
And we got a special guest in the building.
The legendary
Comedian Bill Burr. Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
How you feeling?
What's up, Bill?
I'm all right.
You know, you made me think about something this night. There is a risk in giving compliments.
Oh yeah, I came in and I was saying, I go, hey, yeah, you lost some weight. You look good.
They say, yeah,
you look good. And then he said, what were you saying? I was fat before? It was like, I guess I kind of was. I wasn't.
And I was like, well, what if he's sick, Bill?
Yeah.
And you said that's the risk you take.
That's the risk you take. That's the risk you take. But you know, they got AIDS under control.
Jesus,
right?
They do.
Yes,
they do. It's not like a big deal anymore.
Remember when everybody used to be so scared of AIDS?
It was terrifying.
Right after the Magic Johnson press conference.
Just want to clear this. I don't have AIDS. That was a crazy transition.
Like you're not gonna say nothing.
Crazy transition.
Our generation, if somebody got skinny,
that's what it was.
Before us, it was heroin
or crack.
Yeah, and then after that, yeah.
My age
this is a nice way to start this interview, by the way. Good morning. Yeah. Drug addiction, AIDS.
Yeah. By the way, Bill, you're 56. You are not in your drop dead years, man.
Yeah, don't say that.
Cut it out.
Well, yeah.
Nah.
No, people. Yeah, I've had friends drop dead in these years. So, I hope I'm not. I try. I mean, I'm an old dad, so that was sort of the thought that I started, thinking like, how long do I have to live so my kids will, I raised them. And I was starting to do the math, and it was kind of scaring me. So I've been, you get to be 56, gonna be 57. You start thinking of those things. No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
57 times 2 is 114. That's not young.
How old
People
are
are like, oh, you're middle age. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm 56. I'll be 57. So yeah, that's old.
No, how old are your kids?
Oh, my kids. My daughter is 8, and my son's gonna be 5.
Oh,
so I started late. Yeah.
Yes.
But the average age of the most people die of men at least around 74, 75. That's the average age in America.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, so those are actually the drop dead years.
Yeah, at least make it to college.
No, that's not dropping dead. That's dying of natural causes or whatever you were doing. Dropping dead is you're out on a golf course, limbering up doing this and then just face plant into the tees.
But you got to take care of yourself. You go to the doctor, you do your cardiovascular tests. That's
I'm not dying. You're just doing like a health intervention here. It is a stand-up special. You're taking it very seriously here with the thing. It's just sort of making fun of the fact that, I'm not young anymore. I got to watch myself and whatnot. So
you run around the park with your kids too?
Yes, I do all of that type of stuff.
He's not that old. Why you say it like that?
Because he making his sound seem so aged. I'm like, well, what young stuff do you do that makes you feel like I can't do this no more?
Damn.
It's just being 56 is that a crazy thing to think that 56 is kind of old?
I think so. The way that I think because you say 56 and you talk about all of the like kind of like the up the hill battle stuff. Like it's just you wake up every day and you look fine.
She's 33. Bro.
That's how you make it seem. You make it feel like like you feel old. Like so, I'm like, dang,
we're
like,
ancient.
What's happening with your kids?
All right, listen. I'll call Hulu. I will rename the special. I'll see what I can do.
The pregame to Drop Dead Years.
Yes, okay.
It's the pregame.
All right.
Well, the special is out today.
Yes.
It is out today on Hulu, Drop Dead Years. For everybody out there, make sure you go stream it. Make sure you go watch it. Absolutely.
Can you tell us what... Well, I guess you just told us what inspired the name. But how does it reflect the material you're covering in the special?
Well, I always have like a mix of like I talk about current events, crazy thoughts, and then, sort of analyzing my mistakes or whatever. So I'm not, because my earlier specials, I was just doing this. So I like to try to point the finger at myself a little bit more, but I don't know.
When it comes to comedy, though, are you trying to provide an escape for people, or do you feel like you have to use comedy to make sense of the world that we live in?
Definitely an escape.
Okay.
I'm big on that. Like, my job is when you come, I'm going to make you laugh, forget about whatever you're going through, or add to a good week if you had it. But I don't put any sort of level of importance. People try to do that. Like, there's this stupid thing out there. The comedians, they're like the truth tellers of today. It's like, no, you journalists aren't doing your jobs anymore. You guys you guys work for one or two channels, and, you just sort of toe the company line. So then they're putting it on comedians. It's like, that's not our job. Our job's to make you laugh and forget about your work week or whatever. So I don't put any sort of importance on anything that I'm doing.
And how do you stay away from politics when I feel like politics is just funny nowadays?
It's pop culture now.
Everything is just
everywhere.
Everything you say has to do with political stuff. Not everything, but a lot of stuff you say has to do with political stuff. Like you were trending all morning this morning. Did you know that? On Twitter?
Yeah, but I guarantee you whatever they were saying, I was saying I wasn't. What was it about?
It was the Elon Musk Nazi thing, and how the media is scared and won't say what they need to say.
Well, it's ridiculous. There was a time, post Me Too and all that, speaking to power, all of that that was happening.
The power.
Remember when something was supposed to happen for you guys and it didn't? Yeah. Because it was all of us just talking? I mean, that's what ended up happening.
No, that's true.
That's what ended up happening.
A lot of white people making a lot of promises that never happened.
Oh, was it during the Black Squares time or something?
I don't remember. I just remember there was a time that you would be on stage going like, "Can I do this Caitlyn Jenner joke? Or am I gonna get canceled?" Like, it was really this crazy time.
Nah, she was the one transgender you could always make jokes about, and nobody would get mad.
I don't know. I kind of did one on Conan, and then those guys at Huffington Post tried to get something going. So there was that period, and then like a few years later, this guy Sieg Heil twice.
Two of them.
Once in the front, if you missed it in the back, and it's just like he still has a job. That guy still has a job. I don't understand those guys, and this isn't politically. It's just like, I don't understand why they're so upset with this country. It's like, you're billionaires. I think it's working for you. Like, why are you going and telling everybody, justify what you do? It's like, justify what you do. That piece of car that you're making that the government financed. No?
But you know what you just said? You said that Elon still has a job. He's the richest man in the world. There's nothing they can do to him. And that's all he proved. There's nothing anybody can do to him by throwing up when he did that. What do you take from him? He's not Kyrie Irving. He's not Kanye. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, but I don't know. Listen, I don't know how this works. I'm just saying that, if you said the wrong thing as a comedian, all of a sudden you lost your TV show.
But you're not the richest man in the world. If you was the richest comedian in the world, ever.
Imagine
Bill Burr.
What I don't get is the amount of veterans that people in the armed services that died trying to stop Hitler, and then this guy comes in and does that while being an immigrant too, which is kind of the whole thing. Just none of it like tracks how you can be to support the troops, America, love it or leave it. And then this guy comes in and gives a shout out to Hitler.
Makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. But then somehow that gets politicized. I'm not trashing Republicans. All Republicans did not Sieg Heil. That guy did. And I was just amazed that all liberals had was one day of outrage. And they're like, all right, I guess that didn't work. And then we just kind of move on.
Because they realize they can't do anything to him. Like, what do you do other than send out some angry tweets?
Well, the stock went down a little bit, but then Trump tried to, buy some Teslas on, live on television to show people that it's cool about the company. So
the people online said Bill Burr is absolutely cooking. He don't realize he's going to lead a revolution and then make jokes and complain about it. So they want you to tell them what to do.
That's one comment.
There's multiple.
That's one.
If you go down this,
Can I tell you,
they was giving it up for you this morning.
If you are in this business, the last thing you want to do is read comments on the internet.
I tell her that every day.
Whenever a person is trending, I have to go see why. Like, it's just in my world of things.
She lives in the comments.
Oh.
This is not the comments. This is like you were trending across the U.S. on Twitter, so I clicked to see why because I knew you were coming today. And then I saw the comment that you made, which I saw the day before, but people just started...
The common sense comment that we shouldn't have a Nazi?
And people just started yelling about it today. So that's why you were trending.
All right, we got more with comedian Bill Burr when we come back. Don't move, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LaRosa is with us as well. We're still kicking it with comedian Bill Burr. Charlamagne?
You said you feel like billionaires are like rabid dogs who deserve to be put down.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
It's a podcast. I'm joking. I'm exaggerating.
You can't do that.
You just say anything, Bill?
Yes, you can, and I did it, and it's fine. You know what I hate? I hate when somebody shows a clip from a movie or a sketch and be like, "Oh, you couldn't do that today." It's like you just did it.
That's true.
And we all watched it, and everything was fine. So
so you don't really feel like billionaires are rabid dogs who should be put down?
I think that they should be regulated. Yeah. Capitalism is great, but unregulated capitalism, I don't think the direction this is going in, where now these guys, the thing is they're all competing with each other. They don't hang out with regular people. They just hang out with other billionaires. So when somebody has an infinity pool overlooking an infinity pool, then that's what they want. And, I think they just go around looking at their net worth, and they're trying to be like the first trillionaire. But I don't know. I don't understand that. But this whole heartless way that they treat workers,
I agree,
it's got to stop. It has to stop. And I do find it funny though that it's nerds that are ruining the world, because they used to always go after frat boys and stuff, and it's like, well, now look at it. It's all of these I don't know, they're all getting hair plugs, and they get face. I don't understand. The CEO, they take jujitsu and they eat raw almonds.
But people feel like that about multimillionaires too, though, Bill. And you are a multimillionaire.
I hit the lottery. Yeah, I worked in a warehouse. I did like that, and then I tried. I went after something and it paid off. There's no way to win that conversation where it's just like, oh, you got money now, so shut the up. But then if you act like you have money, it's like, oh, don't forget where you came from. So I don't know. Nobody's the same person that they were. I like to think I learned some along the way, but people who work for me get paid. Yeah. I don't want them to go to bed terrified, wake up terrified, go to work terrified, like that one psycho said that he wants his workers to do. I want people to be comfortable. Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you want your employees to... when I was growing up, the working class, it was 1 week's pay should be your rent or your mortgage. And now I know people that work a whole month and have to get a second job, and that's just not good. You need to be home with your kids. If you have a second job, you can't do that. You can't raise them right. Causes more problems. I don't know.
So you like compassionate capitalism?
Yeah. I have no problem with people running stuff. I have no problem with people making a ton of money. But when your workers are wearing adult diapers because they don't have time to go to the bathroom.
Damn.
As they're driving your truck across the country, that's what I've going. All right, maybe you're taking too much of the pie. Mm-hmm. That's all. So I don't know.
Random question: did Billy Corgan get the DNA test to see if you and him are really half brothers? I saw him.
I don't want. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get. That was just a. I love Howie, but we're still trying to work that out.
Yeah,
that he did that.
Oh, so that was real. That wasn't a bit with that y'all had going on.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm just gonna leave that stuff alone. There's a lot of people out there that aren't in this business that might be affected. So I just that alone.
Okay, all right.
Wow. I need to ask. You said you've been married 11 years. And you said you finally got it right. What were you getting wrong for so long?
He didn't know happy wife was happy life.
Yeah, which sounds cute. It's a threat.
What do you mean?
Happy wife, happy life. What do you mean? What do I mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, you never been with a female?
I've been married 20
Yeah, and you're smart enough to say, what do you mean, so I say it. And so you don't walk home. Don't try that slick.
You ain't see the alley-oop?
What do you mean by that? I live on a different planet. No, I kind of, no, silence. Silence is the key. When they get all going on about something, you don't have to take the bait. You just sit there. If you don't engage, like arguing with a woman is an away game, is what I've learned. And you're just going to lose. But if you just stay quiet, not hostile quiet, neutral quiet, it dies of its own weight. And then if you just never get upset, then they so look at her. You see the look on her face. They come around. They come around, but then this is the thing too. You can't ask them to apologize either. Damn, you can't. You have to make them feel like it was their decision.
You know what I say? And this might sound a little off. I say sometimes winning is losing.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that negative. That's a little hopeless. You have your guy friends to say what you really feel in that moment. That you used to say to your wife, but like you just don't do it anymore. You just sit there and go like, you just let him go.
But it's not a competition. It's not a competition. You were purposely trying to make her mad.
I think he was.
Nah. No, I wasn't. I accidentally did what she was doing to me because it was all of those times when I was like, I'd be in an argument, I would be right. And then all of a sudden, I would be arguing some other going like, how did we get over here? And then I would say something dumb and then I would end up having to apologize even though I was right. And then I would go for a walk and then sort of like, after you lose a game, you're looking at the game film and I was, she did it to me again. Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, they always say win through your actions, never through arguments. So I feel like that's what you mean when you say just be quiet.
Yeah, I mean, that's whatever you just said is more evolved than I am. I just try to like that was like when I'm on Duolingo and I kind of know most of the words and I was like, wait, let me just hit pause and think what was just said.
Just win through your actions, never through argument. Like I don't need to argue with somebody. Just show and prove, basically. I saw you say that one of the greatest things that ever happened to you is that you went bald. You went bald for your acting career.
Oh, for acting, yeah. Because before that, when I had the red hair or whatever, they talk about all the stereotypes in Hollywood. It's not just like with people of color. Like I was in the redhead drawer and there's just certain roles that you get. And I remember I'm old enough that we had like black and white headshots. So like in the 90s with the mousse and the hair, it kind of looked like brown hair. So a couple times in like some smaller projects, independent things, they would bring me in for the lead. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm finally getting to go in. I'm finally going to have like a big part. And I would come walking in prepare 3 scenes, right? And I would come walking in and then they would see me. They'd be like, oh, okay, we're just going to do the first scene. And I knew what that was. It's like, you're not going to have, there was just this unwritten rule that if you were a redhead, you weren't going to be the lead. A redheaded male was not going to be the lead in a movie. So going bald and shaving my head, I started looking more of like the ass that I am. So I got to play those kinds of guys, like this thing I'm in Glen Ross, this guy, David Moss that I'm playing. Mm-hmm. He sounds like all the guys that I grew up with. Like, it was a different time and people just yelled at each other and they said horrible to each other and there was like no apology and you just kind of moved on. So
what made you want to do Broadway?
I was going to say, is this your first time?
That's like you already do the hardest thing there is to do on stage. I think comedians are maniacs. For you as one person to go on stage.
I would say editing a movie is way difficult than
Really?
Oh my God. First of all, on your first movie, if you don't know what you're doing, if when you see experienced directors, they'll have a guy they're like starting to edit the stuff as they go. So they almost have their first cut at the end. Your first time director, it's like you took 5 jigsaw puzzles and just threw it in the air and it's on the floor and you have to look at every piece and try to figure out how it went together. That's the hardest as far as in show business thing that I did. And then before show business, any construction, landscaping, roofing was brutal. But stand-up is not hard. It's more humiliating in the beginning when you don't know what you're doing. But once you know what you're doing, it's one of the easiest jobs in entertainment because it's in real time. Where like a movie's an hour and a half and it takes like 3 months to shoot it, 16-hour days. An hour of stand-up takes an hour. So if you're funny, it's an easy job.
But why Broadway now, though?
Because I fell in love with acting, and Broadway I never was into. I just thought it was all like Cats, Les Mis, and all of that. I didn't understand any of that. And but in the late 90s, 2000, I saw True West with John C. Reilly and rest his soul, Philip Seymour Hoffman. And it wasn't a musical, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, it was electrifying. I was like, this is amazing. I would love to do that. And I had started to take some acting classes, for about 5 years at that point. I just sort of, the way the business used to be was like stand-up led to acting back when you got paid to be an actor. As opposed to now, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so I just started taking acting classes. I don't know how most of the stuff has happened in my career, and somehow I ended up on this thing, which is crazy. And we've done 3 preview shows, which is funny. They act like they don't count until the premiere, but it's like people paid, like these count. But it's a great cast of people, and everybody's been killing it, so it's been fun.
All right, we got more with Bill Burr when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's the DJ, Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Bill Burr. Lauren.
In the opening of your special, when you're walking on stage, you talk about how comedy is like kind of like your safe space or whatever because I
never said safe space.
It's my summation of it.
You're woke.
Yeah,
You are woke.
This is like
you are so woke.
Safe space.
You are so woke, Bill.
I was surprised,
guys.
What did you say? Because whatever it was, I was surprised to hear you say it because you said something about like you didn't know how much you wanted people to like you.
Oh yeah, I thought I did,
and I was confused. I'm like, really?
Yeah, well, I thought I did stand-up because I liked comedy. That's what I thought, but I didn't. Through taking mushrooms and figuring myself out, I realized that the reason why I did comedy, aside from I liked making people laugh and that's how I connected with them, it was this way to go on stage and make a room full of strangers like you so they wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah. And
that was kind of like,
That's so crazy. I just was surprised to hear you say that because this other stuff you say, I'm like, people are going to dislike you for that, but you still say it. So...
Well, that probably has to do with not getting love, and then when you grow up, then you push it away or something, or not feeling worthy of it, low self-esteem. There's a lot of stuff in there. I got to take some more mushrooms to figure that part of it out. But
you do a lot of plant-based medicines?
No, I don't know what I do. I've only done mushrooms like 3 or 4 times, and what I like about it's the only drug I've ever done that didn't make me want to do it again the next day. It made me want to like work on myself and try to be not such an ass. And
has it worked?
Yeah, it has. I'm not going to get into it, but confronted a lot of stuff that happened to me that made me become a comedian or have the need to do it, and then it made me understand my wife more and what it was like to be with me, because you know what I mean, if you grow up in a crazy environment, your idea of not crazy is just less crazy than the crazy you grew up with. But if you get with somebody that had a regular happy childhood, whatever that is, you think you're being chill, and your chill is a raving lunatic to them, and then that becomes the most difficult thing I think as a human being is empathy. Get out of me and listen to you. What are you saying? And then admitting you're wrong. Okay, you're right. That's hurting you. I'm acknowledging that. Blah blah blah. Like that's the type of stuff I got out of taking mushrooms.
Is figuring yourself out good for entertainment? Meaning, like when you are
100%.
Okay.
One of the biggest myths.
Okay.
As a comedian is if you get happy, you're not going to be funny anymore. It breathes all new life into you, and you can re-examine all of these topics that you've talked coming from a different perspective, being happy. Also, you can maybe do stand-up for the crowd instead of yourself, because now you're happy. It's like, hey, let me make them happy for an hour. Like, it makes you more empathetic. You can relate to people. Even if you haven't gone through what they've gone through, you understand that they're going through something. So if they do yell at you, rather than taking it personal, you can come at them from a different angle, which is my favorite thing to do, is to just not take it personally and try to figure out where it came from and get them to laugh about themselves, to realize that what they yelled at me had nothing to do with me. It had to do with what happened to them on Tuesday or when, I don't know, years ago or something like that. So
when you look at your old stuff, do you feel like you was just projecting? Like you was just projecting your anger or whatever it was?
Yeah, I was I don't know, I don't watch my old stuff, but if I was to watch it, it wouldn't make me cringe or anything. I would just sort of look at it more like, that's where I was. A lot of the stuff that I said about women had really nothing to do with women. It had to do with the fact that I wanted to be married and wanted to have kids. I didn't know how to do it. I was too walled off. That's like a really heavy thing to try to figure out in your 20s. I mean, I didn't have the maturity to do that. So what I did was I lashed out at what I wanted instead and blamed them, because that's way easier than trying to figure out yourself, maybe. I don't know. I would probably cringe at some of the that I said.
Because I've heard comedians say, like, because, I'm a big proponent of therapy, but I've heard a lot of comedians say, I'll never go to therapy because, I need this trauma. Like, do you?
Well, that's just where they are. I hope they get to because it's just like, all right, so you want to be upset your whole life? You get one life. I don't believe in reincarnation. You get one life. It's like you could be happy. You could make other people happy. You could help them out. You could do that. Or you could just go around, taking out your childhood on other people, which is what the I was doing.
Yeah. So, do you think about dying? Because you just said reincarnation.
Yeah, but not in a bad way. I don't believe in an angry God, and I don't believe that he's going to judge me. It's like, you made me. Did I up? Well, that's your mistake.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I always equate it. If I built a car and it doesn't start up, I mean, am I going to get mad at the engine?
Yeah, but if you tell them put this type of gas in it and somebody put something else in it and it up, it's not the builder's fault.
Okay, so that's the devil analogy. Is that the devil analogy?
No, I'm just talking.
Because, like, my thing is...
just talking.
You just went reverse Henry Hill. I'm just listening. I'm just talking. I'm just want to hear the sound of my voice. It's soothing to me. It's soothing to me to present ideas.
I do understand what you're saying, though, because I think about that often.
I don't believe in that devil. Yeah. It's like, that's God's creation. You created that. Handle that.
And there's a lot of things here that cause us to make poor choices.
God makes sociopaths. Yeah. He makes horrible people also. But for some reason with religion, that's not God's responsibility. And then these horrible people do horrible to kids and stuff, and it messes them up, and then they got to go out in the world, and then they start being toxic or whatever. I believe in God, but I don't necessarily believe in a loving God.
Mm-hmm. Explain that.
Well, then why would he make all these horrible people?
People will say the devil got a kingdom and it's the devil's work.
What's your religious background? Like, are you spiritual or are you like religious? The difference is like how you practice. So, like, are you in church often? Or you just have your own faith journey with whoever you praise?
I don't do any of that.
Okay.
I just try to be a good guy. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, even if you look at the animal world, he created all the animals too. The fact that like there's just animals out there that their whole purpose is to be food, to be eaten alive, like fucking rabbits. It's just like the patheticness of being a rabbit.
But that means God was thinking about us, or his other creatures that need to eat.
Explain bears. Just like, why would you make something like that and they have an inability to kill something without starting to eat it first? Like, what I like about lions and tigers and is they have the decency to kill you before they start eating you. Whereas, like, a bear just pounces on you and just starts ripping meat out of your back like Leonardo DiCaprio.
But that's only if you're in their environment. Like,
I know, but deer are. Why did deer have to go through that death? Why can't it just kill the thing?
Because deer are those animals' food. Like, when you ask me to explain,
I understand that, but why do they have to have such an agonizing? If there's a loving God, why would he make something that's so stupid? It has the ability to kill something. It just starts eating it.
You want a Bible answer for that? Or y'all just discussing?
You got a Bible answer for him?
All right, I want to hear. I want to hear you. I'm open to this. So, in the Bible,
so the way that the story goes in the
and
Bible
Job
is
said
that
the beareth shall mauleth and start eating it.
No,
especially if the deer is gayeth.
You never had gay deer meat? It's sweet.
How's it taste? I hate this place.
Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
You said you had one more question. I was waiting for.
You said you want billionaires to be put down.
Ladies and gentlemen,
who would
Bill
think
Burr.
that would be a controversial take?
Everybody?
I mean, put down? I like compassionate capitalism. If you're a piece of person, period, regardless of what your financial status is, we probably can do without you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is my impression of Bill Gates eating an apple
in
his house. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of mine?
Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen. Drop Dead Years out now on Hulu.
I mean, you know what I mean? He's not going to eat the food he's making us eat.
I get it.
Yeah. Wait. Is this the one I'm giving out to babies? Or is this for my own orchard? Is this a billionaire apple, or is this just for the common people?
Bill Burr, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Lauren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Well, y'all, Lizzo is back on stage. It has been years since she has performed. It's been 2 years, and she hit the stage in Los Angeles, and she talked about her mental health and not wanting to be here at one point. Let's take a listen.
My album is called Love, and I named it that because about a year and a half ago, I was in such a dark depression. I was so heartbroken by the world, I didn't want to live anymore. I was so deeply afraid of people that I didn't want to be seen. Eventually, I got over that fear, and as I was walking through the crowd to get to my spot, somebody who I didn't know looked at me and said, "Lizzo, I love you." then it was 1,000 people, and then it was 10,000 people showering me with love and support and reaching out, and it was life-saving. And after that experience, I was like, damn, you can't get this on the internet, bro. This is the kind of love you can only get in real life.
Yes.
Period. That's what's up.
Yeah, so it's good to hear her feeling better. And
she losing weight too. Back small, neck slim.
Just told you that.
She lost a lot of weight.
I really ain't start paying attention until I saw her this. I saw something she posted this week.
She was in red?
Yeah.
Yes, the one in red. She posted this video in this red leather outfit, and she was like, it's giving BBL allegations. I was like, go off, Lizzo.
And that's what I'm saying. It was a color. See, sometimes they wear black because black will trick you. You know what I'm saying? But when you wear red pops, so you can really see the weight loss in the red.
But no, she posted like something when she was with. She was in her underwear and a bra, and she still looked good. Like
I saw that one, but that was the black though. She had on black underwear and a black bra.
Yeah, but it's like on her body, like still, yo. And she lost a lot of weight.
Salute to Lizzo. Dropping a clues bomb for Lizzo.
Absolutely.
People always forget that these artists are regular people, right? Because they put their art out there and they put their life out there, and people joke, they laugh, make fun, and people hurt. And I'm glad she's getting the love that she needs.
They wasn't
to make
joking
sure
her art. They was joking her weight. That was the joke about Lugo.
Okay, maybe
yeah,
it
was the weight.
Weight thing. She also had the lawsuit stuff happening.
Yeah, man.
Everybody, a lot going
they
on.
suing her because they said she called her fat. She was fat too. All
That's what I'm saying.
Call her fat back.
And all come back to the fat.
Y'all,
you know what I'm saying? It was a big lawsuit, but now she losing the weight. She ain't nothing to talk about now. Now what you gonna say?
You want her back off the stage again, obviously, because leave her alone. She just got out of it. Here you go.
This is support. What are you talking about? What you gonna say about her now?
Nothing. I ain't saying nothing before. We told you she looked good. You had to see it in red. But anyway.
Literally.
But anyway, switching gears, sending a congratulations to Normani and DK Metcalf, who are now engaged.
We're dropping a clues bomb for them. A feeling Loren will never feel. What happened now?
Don't say that. Don't say that. Lauren will feel that way. Lauren, don't even feed into it. Yeah, keep going, Lauren. Don't feed into it.
I'm staying focused because you know what I mean. I'm staying focused because the
That's
devil.
right.
All right. So they got engaged. He says that their families were together in Houston, so he thought it was the perfect time. He actually said that he'd been trying to propose to her for over a year, but because of their schedules with her performing and him doing his thing, it didn't happen, and he wanted to make sure the families together were together when he did it. So the way he did it was he sent her like flowers, like repeatedly, and each time she received the flowers, it had like a story in it. And the last bouquet that he sent her, the card read, "Will you marry me?" She said yes, and now they are engaged, which is so amazing. That's a good man, Symone.
I love a thoughtful engagement too. I'm telling you, brothers, when you do your engagement, you got to go all out because that's the story that she gonna tell in the future
for the rest of her life.
Yes, man, you gotta make it good.
Yeah. And they're a beautiful black couple. They just look good together. Normani is a smoke show herself, but like, yo, she look good next to yo, so that's what's up.
Yeah, and Russell Wilson, who introduced them, posted about it. They were on FaceTime, Russell, Sierra, and Normani and DK. And Russell said, I knew that when we introduced y'all 3 years ago, love was truly in the air. Now y'all gonna be booed up forever. This was the best news. So yes,
they need to reboot Love Connection and let Russell Wilson host it then, because you know Russell and Sierra got the relationship that everybody be liking, right? And now he could making Love Connections like this.
Yeah, you should figure that out. You like in TV and stuff.
Nah, I don't want to do that, but I just think that's a good idea for somebody to do.
Yeah, somebody like him. Yes, actually,
that'd be fire. Look at us. Okay, Russell. Hey,
Lauren, you're gorgeous. It'll be easy.
Y'all gotta stop.
Thank you, Jess. He be in here hating, yo.
I don't be hating.
He be
and the fact that you give young Brandy with the pie face, young natural face.
Yeah. She go.
I heard you say Monica too. I don't see no damn Monica.
I don't see Brandy and I don't see Monica. Now I don't see Lauren London.
Can we talk about it, please? Because that's
what she looked like Lauren London.
She did.
No, I did not.
Let's talk about it because it's been bothering me since we started this segment just now.
You be quiet.
Come on, you gotta relax now.
About 15, 20 minutes ago, Lauren was in this room trying to convince me that she looked like Brandy, Monica, and Lauren London.
I did not say Lauren London. I said people used to call me Lauren London because my name was Lauren, and she was
what people?
And the LL because Lauren LaRosa. Lauren
come on,
London.
we're not doing this again.
And how you look like Brandy and Monica?
I don't know. Ask the people.
Jesus Christ!
I don't speak other people decide.
Look, if you say you look like Morris Chestnut, she could look like whoever she wants to.
No, because we all know that's.
I don't say that. Other people say that.
You like the ashy.
Nobody says that, but
I'm just trying to figure out how she look. I ain't never heard nobody say I look like Brandy and Monica. The boy is yours, just yours, or just yours and yours alone.
Stupid.
Well, before we wrap up, I do want to mention, because we had broke the story about who would be they're paying their condolences to Angie Stone. So her funeral today will take place in Atlanta, and it will be live streamed. So the Word family, the church, they have a live stream. There's several live streams that are available for people who are not able to make it in person. So I just wanted to make sure that people knew that was happening today. The homegoing services begin at 11 a.m. today in Atlanta. So sending, her family, her friends, the fans that'll come out, some comfort as well, and another rest in peace to her.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Angie Stone, man. Sending healing energy to all her family. When's this funeral on the 803 tomorrow?
So today is Atlanta, and then tomorrow is the private ceremony with her family and friends in South Carolina.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren. Thank you, Loren.
You're welcome.
All right, now when we come back, Charlamagne. Oh, shut up, Charlamagne. We give that donkey too.
Hater, release it. God, do your thing.
More after the hour is going to Chuck Schumer. We need him to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
Okay, all right. Well, we do that when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Then Tank will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club. This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitch.
Please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Yes, donkey of the day for Friday, March 14th goes to Senator Chuck Schumer of New York, the minority leader who broke with his party, the Democrats, on Thursday and signaled that he will clear the way for a Republican spending bill. Let's go to Fox 40 for the report, please.
I believe it is my job to make the best choice for the country to minimize the harms to the American people. Therefore, I will vote to keep the government open and not shut it down.
Schumer is only the second Senate Democrat to state definitively his intention to vote to advance the GOP-written spending bill. But it's likely he'll give the political cover to other Democrats. Still, Schumer admits he agrees on principle with his fellow Dems that the bill is far from ideal.
While the CR bill is very bad, the potential for a shutdown has consequences for America that are much, much worse.
Schumer argued that a shutdown would leave veterans without critical services and could empower Trump to lay off more staff at the Social Security Administration, hurting seniors and people with disabilities.
It is not a clean CR. It is deeply partisan. It doesn't address far too many of this country's needs. But I believe allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option.
Now, I don't know what happened between Wednesday and Thursday, because on Wednesday, Chuck Schumer said he wouldn't do that. He said Senate Democrats would not provide the votes needed for Republicans to advance the House-approved deal to fund the government through September. In fact, Schumer proposed a 1-month stopgap measure to allow time to negotiate. And that's what you should do if you think a bill is terrible. Negotiate. By the way, I'm not saying the Republican bill is bad. Chuck Schumer said that. Let's listen to him again say it. Listen.
There is nobody in the world, nobody, who wants to shut the government down more than Donald Trump and more than Elon Musk. While the CR bill is very bad, the potential for a shutdown has consequences for America that are much, much worse.
Oh, Chuck Schumer. Oh, Democrats, the party of inaction. That's the difference between Democrats and Republicans. One party is about inaction, and one party is about all action. Okay, even if that action is harmful to the country, doesn't matter. They are always doing something. Republicans have an agenda, they have a plan, and they stick together. All of them to execute that plan. It doesn't matter if Republicans go at each other in the media, disagree with each other, because when it comes time to vote, they all fall in line. Okay, they get things done. Democrats do not do this, and this is just the latest example. Per usual, the party of inaction, the Democrats have failed to protect or even attempt to fight for the interests of the American people. I know Dems don't have much leverage, but damn it, if you got some, use it. Okay, salute to the good sister, former Ohio State Senator Nina Turner. I saw her post something last night on Instagram that I completely agree with. She said, and I quote, As Republicans hold a trifecta, which means they control all branches of government, it was their party's responsibility to pass a budget and get the votes to keep government running, not the Democratic Party. End quote. Never mind that the bill is terrible. Chuck Schumer, you said the bill is very bad. You said the Republican bill is a terrible option. You said it's not clean. You said it's deeply partisan. And the most important part, it doesn't address the country's needs. So on one hand, the government shuts down. And the other hand, a terrible bill passes that doesn't address the country's needs. So it sounds to me like regardless of how this goes, working class Americans get screwed. Typical. Okay, Democrats get pushed around and bullied into doing the Republicans' bidding. Typical. So in the words of DMX, here we go again. Listen, since 2019, I've been getting on this radio and telling you that Democrats suck at messaging. I wrote about it in my third book, Get Honest or Die Lying. Okay, but the reason Dems suck at messaging is simply because they have nothing to talk about. Okay, they ain't talking about nothing. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing because they have nothing to talk about. No identity, no plan, no backbone. Republicans are the bullies. Democrats are the cowards. And that's the story. Okay, but listen, in order to change the messaging, you got to change the people in the party. They will always and forever continue to have a messaging problem because Democrats have a leadership problem. And it's time for the Chuck Schumers of the world, the Hakeem Jeffries of the world to step down, go away. We need people in those positions willing to fight. Not only should Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries step down, any Democrat who isn't fighting for the people and standing with the party should be primaried. Okay, we the people have zero confidence in Democratic leadership. All right, people will continue to have zero confidence in Democrats until we get some new Democrats. Okay, don't talk to me about midterms. Don't talk to me about 2028 because the reality is, what's the point of voting for the type of Democrats that will continue to do nothing? All right, we need to get rid of what we got and bring something new in. I don't want any more cowardly Democrats who are beholden to the corporate dollar because when you are beholden to the corporate dollar, you are beholden to corporate interests and not the interests of the people. Chuck Schumer, if you know a bill is terrible, okay, if you know this bill doesn't serve the best interests of the people, what are you voting for it for? Okay, you're not even going to try to put up a fight. When it comes to budget negotiations, you're not even going to try to negotiate. Chuck Schumer thinks that by 2026, Republicans will be so unpopular because of the policies they've implemented and because the economy is so bad that people will just come running back to Democrats. But does he not realize that folks will remember that you too, Chuck, voted for these bills? Hey, maybe Chuck Schumer doesn't really think this bill is terrible. Maybe he likes the bill. He just doesn't have the nuts to say, hey, I actually like the bill and I'm voting for it because it's good and I like it. I would respect that because I don't care what party does what. I just want things to get done so America can benefit. But once again, because since everyone is playing politics, it simply looks like one party, Republicans, is about action and the other party, Democrats, is not. So what reason do I have to continue to support the party of inaction? That narrative will not change for Democrats until the people in the Democratic Party are changed. Please give Senator Chuck Schumer the biggest hee-haw. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
all right.
You have to be a Republican. When you gonna come out and just say, I'm a Republican?
What that got to do with being a Republican? What did anything I just say
you
just have to do with being a Republican?
Stay ishing on Democrat. Like earlier today, you was like, what's the point of voting for them? So it's like,
if I vote for a party and I support a party and I expect the party to go in there and fight for me and I voted for them and fight for the American people, you damn right I'm gonna be on their ass.
Know what I'm saying? Like you can't stand these people. Like you literally hate these people. Like this is
he's bi. He going on Republicans and he going on Democrats. He bi. He going on everybody. Equal opportunists.
I do hate people who are not fighting for the American people but claim to be fighting for the American people. You're absolutely right.
I know. I'm telling you, you are a gay Republican. That is who you are.
I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm an American, and I want the best for the American people. So if this man, Chuck Schumer, is telling me that this bill is terrible, and just yesterday he said he wouldn't vote for it, but today he's flip-flopping, yes, I'm on his ass.
Now I will say, now you're on everybody's ass. You're right. You're a gay Republican. You stay on anybody's ass. But whether it's Republican, whether it's Democrat, whether it's independent, people always hear you talk about Democrats more. But
I'm gonna tell you when
you're equal opportunists when it comes to it.
I'm gonna tell you when people gonna think I'm really a Republican. When I take ICE up on this offer and I go on this ride along with them and I show up to your house and I point to your house and I say, that's where the illegals are, sir.
Now that's what the illegals are.
By the way, you know what? I'm gonna put cases on both of y'all mother effers. Okay, DJ and Jess Hilarious.
Yeah, I can see you right there now. The sassy point too. Like, yes, she said I'm a gay Republican.
That's him.
Right there.
Lock that bitch up.
Yes.
Her family is Mexican in there.
Yes, right. That's right.
Jesus
Crazy.
Christ. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. When we come back, Tank will be joining us, R&B singer Tank. He's on Broadway. He's performing in Alicia Keys' Broadway play. It's called Hell's Kitchen, and we'll talk to him next. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LaRosa filling in for Jess. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Seems like he's trying to take our job doing all these interviews and stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we have R&B singer Tank.
I'm not trying to take your job.
You're doing a phenomenal job.
Yes, you are.
Money Podcast.
Yes, you are.
I am just catering to my people. I'm making sure that my community has a place to go, that the conversation is bridged from the old to the new.
I love it.
You know what I love about the R&B Money Podcast? There's always so many hip-hop podcasts. And you know the rappers got a place to go. The OG rappers got a place to go. R&B Money has created that space for the R&B world.
I love it. Now the R&B Music Awards.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Tell us about it. What do you mean?
You guys have a dedicated hip-hop, not you. Hip-hop has a dedicated award show.
Right.
Whereas the R&B dedicated award show so that we can cover the entire gambit of R&B. R&B is so many things. It's so vast. You can't cover it in 2 to 3 categories at some award show and think that that's going to do it all justice.
Oh, I want to hear about this now.
That's
coming out.
So yeah,
are you creating this?
I want to know the category.
Tell us.
As an R&B icon like you are, what are the categories of R&B? Because all we think is R&B.
Let's go soul. You get into the songwriter aspect of it, the producer aspect of it, even the performance aspect of it. You know?
Yes.
All of these things are so different. Like a Jill Scott is way different from
Summer Walker.
From a Summer Walker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's way different. A Calvin Richardson is way different from Chris Brown.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so how do we create these tiers and levels to where all of the nuances of R&B can be recognized?
Give me an example of progressive.
Oh, CB is progressive.
Okay.
Completely. Like,
Gotcha.
he's the current state of R&B music.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Even if we want to say what Drake and Party just did, you know what I mean? That's very progressive R&B. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
If you want to say what is more traditional, I'm more in the middle of a traditional progressive R&B artist. Because I can do a record with Chris Brown, but you know I can also do a record with God Rest Her Soul, Angie Stone.
See, I like the traditional, and I said that when the Party and Drake album dropped. I was like, that ain't for me. And they was like, well, you know, it's for the ladies because it's R&B. I'm like, no, guys like R&B. I just don't like that type of R&B.
Exactly. There's a difference. And so we have not had the conversation about all of these things together. We just say best R&B album. And then you got Chris Brown in a same category with Robert Glasper. It's like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
How do you do that? We're not all just one thing.
So when are you doing this? Is it thought out to that where it's going to happen?
It's been great conversations. You know what I mean? Me and my brother Jay Valentine, we've actually had this conversation with Jesse Collins, and so you know, all of this, what I'm doing right now, is just kind of creating the anticipation and the desire, and hopefully enough comments will come and people will see the value, because that's where it starts. People have to see the value in what we do in order to create this next level platform.
Well, don't leave Black Effect and iHeart out the conversation. You know, iHeart knowing to put together a good award show.
Well, what do you want to do?
I want to help with the R&B Money Award show. That'd be fantastic.
There you go.
Done.
I want to know, how is it for you, right? Knowing all these R&B stories, right? And I'm watching your podcast, and I know you know the answers, but some of these times it hasn't been put out there, and you're just feeding the person, right? Like I look at Stephen Hill with the Chris Brown situation.
Yeah.
You're leading him because you knew what happened, but making him explain the story was amazing.
I didn't know what happened.
Really?
I didn't even know he was part of it. I knew from Chris's side that they had got him all the way to the point of where
it was about to happen,
and then pulled the rug out from under him. I didn't know the intimate details and who all was involved. And hearing Stephen is like, you know, he loves that.
Yeah.
He loves it. He felt like he was getting ready to create one of the most iconic moments of all time. And he was.
Looking for that rehearsal? Jesus.
Oh, he was.
He was.
And it hurt him that now he, has to go back and tell CB that it's not happening. You know what I mean? Like that crushed him more than anything. And he was like, man, if you could ever talk to him, just let him know I love him. I wanted that for him. They pulled it from me. Nothing I could do.
I was going to ask, did you put them on the phone after that? Because he said in your interview that he hadn't gotten a chance. Well, he wanted to see him in person to apologize and stuff like that. So
no, we didn't get a chance to make that happen.
Oh, okay.
But I'd love to make that happen for him.
Another one of my favorite R&B Money podcasts recently was the L.A. Reid episode. Like he really sparked a real conversation, and it just had me thinking about, yes, you need black boutique everything.
Mm-hmm.
You need that.
We need to be able to operate the way we operate.
Mm-hmm.
Just let us do what we do. Like even with what you guys do. You guys do what you do, which is why it is what it is. There's nobody micromanaging or policing you. You get your paycheck, whatever that is, but it's because of how you do your thing. Nobody's interrupting that, which is why it's how many years in the making?
15.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had no control of that. You know what I mean? Imagine you being subject to somebody else's ideas, somebody else's, and then you lose with that. That hurts worse than anything. I lost listening to you. No, I'm going to go down with me.
Word.
I'm going to go down with me. And that's what we've lost. We've lost the people that have done it from here. I just believe, like, think about D'Angelo's Untitled. If somebody just doesn't say, I just feel like this is different, they never get to the third single, which is a life-changing record. We don't have that no more. Our analytics say, we're losing here. We're done. We're going to move on.
Right.
Well, how does it feel? Wasn't his third single, was it? How does it feel with the third single? Mm-hmm. The butt naked video was his third single? Wow. I did not know that.
How do we not get to that?
I did not know
One of the greatest songs of all times.
I did not know that. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Genuine So Anxious. If Jomo doesn't say, we got to get to this one. We got to get to this one. This one right here is going to change it. Trust me. Maybe I Deserve was my second single. Wow. If we were just going off of first singles, I'm not even going to name the first song I had out, but I was dancing and flipping and blowing up. Yeah.
We'll take for a second.
Yeah,
I remember Maybe I Deserve.
I shouldn't have brought that up.
When you said it, I just heard the song. Like,
Freaky?
No, maybe I heard.
Yeah. My first single was called Freaky.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And it almost destroyed my career before it even started.
The label?
The label picked it, but I was very excited about it as well.
When I Googled it, it said, a song many have missed is his actual first single, Freaky, which came out first and has pretty much become obscure today.
Obscure.
God damn.
When's the last time you performed that, Never?
I was performing the song. I was on promo tour, Fort Valley State Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm coming out. I got my freaky interlude. They want to get freaky. And then the song starts. And like right in the middle of the first hook, these two little cute girls in the first row was like, whack. I was like, and this was in the DAT tape era, so I couldn't stop it.
You had to let it go all the way through
the whole song.
Damn.
And I sweated the rest of the song, and I never sang that song again.
Damn.
I said, don't put it on the album. Erase it. Get rid of this song. And we did a hard turn, cut the single, went to Maybe I Deserve. Thank God.
Wow. And the rest is history.
Rest is history.
All right, we got more with Tink when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking in with Tink. Charlamagne?
Why Broadway right now? Because you are featured in Alicia Keys' Hell's Kitchen. Why?
And it's timing, bro. Because for me, 2025 was the hard pivot into acting. The music thing has been so much of my bread and butter and so much of my focus for so long. I was like, I got to get to the other thing that I love. And Charlie Mack had always been telling me, bro, you're going to have to make a hard pivot in order to really do it the right way. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And with 2025 coming in the way that it did and having a free moment and opportunity, I'd always heard horror stories about Broadway. You know what I mean? Just in terms of the workload.
Yeah, and the pay.
The pay, the facility, all of that. And I was like, yeah, I probably never do Broadway. And then I get, we get this call from Alicia, like, hey, Alicia's looking for you to do Hell's Kitchen. I'm like, what? And I'm like, the name Alicia Keys is already like, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Gotta at least see what that's about, right? And so he sent some papers over for me to look at, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, I'll go see. You know what I mean? Just out of respect for that name itself.
So you went to go watch the play before you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you saw when Brandon V. Dixon was playing. Okay.
Well, he wasn't there.
All right.
His sub was in.
Got you.
Who's dope as well. And I watched the play, and I fell in love with it. And the next day was actually my walk-in audition, and so I kind of knew where I needed to be. And at that point, it was just like, I think it's time. I think it is. It has answered the question for me. I you know what I mean? Me and Lulu were talking, my manager Lulu was talking to me. He's like, it just does something different for you, brother. It just does something really different. And in deliberating, I was just deliberating, like, is this the time to like just take a hard left? And out of nowhere, Charlie Mack calls me. We hadn't talked to in a minute. And he's like, what's going on, bro? I'm like, nothing, just chilling. He wanted to come to my Atlantic City show. I'm like, oh, I got you. Love. I said, let me ask you a question. I got this on the table right now. And he said, what are we talking about? I said, well, I'm asking you. You don't need my opinion. You know what you're supposed to do. There was that, and here I am. And so, when I sat with Alicia the other day, her and Adam Blackstone, and she was like, Tank, I just felt like it was you. She's like, I didn't know why. She's like, to me, it just felt like it was you. And she's like, I didn't even know if you could act. And I was like, wow, you ain't seen me on Lifetime or BET, you know what I'm saying, or TV One. I'm the Denzel of that space. You know what I'm saying?
Denzel of that space.
I'm the Denzel of that space. You ain't seen none of that? But she had never seen me act. And she was like, and then when I saw you in the audition, she was like, I was just blown away. And I was like, no, that's what I do. Singing that's whatever. And so she and I went back and forth, singing back and forth, her, singing her amazing catalog. And I debuted on Tuesday. And so now it's like,
how tough is it?
Real.
How tough is it, the rehearsals, and do you have to shut everything else off, and do you get time for yourself now? Because it just seems like doesn't stop.
I'm a machine, so I'm a routine guy. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get up, help get the kids to school, do cardio, eat, go to the gym, do the second lift, go to the studio, either work on music or do pod, get back, eat dinner with the family, get some wife time in, and the next day do the same thing. I'm a machine. I'm built like that. So Broadway schedule works perfect for who I am. Now, 8 shows a week.
Crazy.
That's where it get different. Because, they call it, you have an A show, a B show, and a C show in terms of how you perform. I've never been able to do a B show and feel good about it. Because all of those people, whether it's a Wednesday or a Saturday, they spent their money to see something great. They spent their money to see somebody go all out. So I'm doing A shows from Tuesday to Sunday, and we got one day off. That's Monday, and right back to it.
Jesus.
What's your rest day like on a Monday? Like, are you vocal
I don't know.
resting, or you don't?
You haven't done it yet.
I just debuted.
You just started Tuesday.
So I'm going to have my first Monday next Monday.
What's your plans?
Nothing. Go to the gym, you know what I'm saying? Eat some cool food somewhere. Maybe keep with Charlamagne and iHeart and talk about this.
Let's do it.
R&B Awards.
There you go.
What about the family? Like, cause
family was just here. They came for the debut. My mom them came up. Wife Zoe and Zion came up, and it was really cool, man.
13 weeks is a long time to be away from the family, especially if you got a routine like you say.
It's tougher for them than it is for me. Because for me, I'm hyper focused. I'm in it, and I have something to do every day, something to look forward to. And so, the wife is at home doing the kid thing and all that. But that's why, that's what it's a team.
That's marriage is about.
She holds that down. I'm gonna hold this down. But this to me is was the opportunity for people in that space to understand that I'm serious about going here. Kevin was in town the other day, so I went and saw him and chopped it up with him, and he was like, I'm really, really proud of you for making this move. This says a lot about the next level of where you can go and who you can be. And so that's what I'm looking forward to.
That's what it is.
So you got shows tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, We gotta get Tank out of here.
Check out Tank at Hell's Kitchen. We
Hold on, one more thing too. Saturday, April 26th is the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival.
Yeah.
Can you make it?
Huh?
Can you make it?
Yeah, it's a Saturday. Tank and Jay Valentine are gonna be there.
I'll be there. I got one day off.
That's right.
Oh, that's okay. Just making sure.
One day.
Have y'all thought about what that's gonna look like live? R&B Money podcast on stage?
Nope. We're thinking about it though.
Yeah.
Because it's got to be sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna be singing?
Why he gotta sing?
You don't have to. I just want to know.
Podcast, ma'am.
Yeah, he sings on the podcast.
I
he
do.
sings
I
a
do
lot
sing
on the podcast.
If the spirit moves him.
If it moves me, then I
Amen.
promise you.
I feel like Atlanta God be moving a lot of things.
Yeah,
down.
we gotta figure out what that's going, because this will be our first time doing it. Like we do.
This is your first time doing it live?
Well, we've done R&B live, R&B Money live, the event where it's been strictly catered, where it's band, DJ, karaoke vibes, like the really, really dope. We've done that up in Phoenix at Stadium with one of my guys, 2 Spot. So we've done that.
But this is for people who like the podcast and enjoy the conversation.
Exactly. So this is pod and conversation. So in terms of trying to figure out what makes ours a little different, you know what I mean? We're still formulating that.
Well, Saturday, April 26th, 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival. Go get your tickets, blackeffect.com/podcast festival. Make sure you check out Tank in Hell's Kitchen with Alicia Keys on Broadway right now.
And we appreciate you, brother.
I'm reporting on y'all, man, if y'all don't show up.
I'm pulling up. I go to Broadway all the time. That's one of my. I enjoy Broadway.
Absolutely.
Okay. And when I'm not here, you know what I'm saying, I still want to hear somebody say, have you seen Hell's Kitchen? Did you? Don't make me tell Alicia in Swiss.
We'll be there. And make sure you subscribe to the R&B Money Podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network.
That's right. It's Tank, ladies and gentlemen. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God. I don't know where the hell Envy and Jess went, but Loren Roques is here, and my niece Nyla Symone is here for Pastor Arce.
Go. Cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ. Cause that's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
Big Nyla.
What's up, guys?
I'm glad you're here because they've been trolling me all morning, man.
About?
Well, it's a well-calculated strategic thing they got going on. Taylor came in here and Taylor was like, just randomly, Loren, you should start dressing like Brandy because you look like Brandy. What does Brandy even dress like?
Yo. Are you like slow or you just like this is how you are? She said
Brandy dress
for Halloween I should be Brandy.
But how is this trolling you?
Because then she goes, yeah, people say I look like Brandy. And then she goes, and then people say I look like Monica. So I'm just sitting there trying to mind my business because I know they wanted me to say something. So I had to say something. I was like, you don't look like Brandy or Monica, you look like Ray J.
Yeah.
Now, what we got today for Pastor Arce, Nyla? What we got?
Man, first off, shout out to Saint Lounge. I've been doing ladies' night every Thursday there, and it really was a vibe. Last night I had Ken the Man in there and Callie in there, so shout out to both of them. Those are my girls. And Ken just dropped the album, and my favorite record on there is called Big Talker.
Still in my corner like Gracie. Still in my corner like Gracie.
She ate that.
Yeah, Ken the Man hard. She dope.
That.
How she know why she ain't popping more?
Well, she just got out of a crazy situation, so now she's independent and she's releasing music.
Okay.
This is her.
I thought, because I remember she got signed, I thought that was like such a good thing for her, no?
Well, it was a good thing, but just music industry is shifting and sometimes people are casualties of that.
I feel like that always happens to the people that can actually do stuff, like really rap, really, because she also like has a great aesthetic too.
She does, but I think Ken has a strong enough fan base that's following her, so all she has to do is just keep going.
She's dope.
And there's this record on there with her and Callie. They're like my favorite best friend rap girl duo called I Got Questions that I really, really like. So make sure you guys definitely tune into that project. But next I'm gonna get into Icewear Vizzo, who dropped his album, I want to say 2 weeks ago, but he got this record on there with Big Sean and Skilla Baby called We're Something, and it's very fire.
Salute to Vizzo.
I should have put that on my picture. Just post it.
It's okay. I know you got more photos coming, so make sure you
I like that. It's like
worth something. It's tight. Big Sean gave a really good verse, and Icewear verse though I feel like was just more better. But
so why you ain't play Icewear verse then?
Because
it's
Big
his
Sean,
song.
Yeah, but Big Sean has a bigger name, so I just wanted to get the eyeball.
That's my guy Vizzo. Salute to Vizzo, man. Detroit, what up though?
Yes, shout out to Detroit. And last but not least, I'm gonna take it back home to New York City. I have Abby Jasmine, who just dropped the R&B
back home
project.
New York. You from New York?
I'm not from New York, but
What you mean back home?
Home as in we're here.
Jesus Christ.
Please.
I'm sorry to just think you a little slow.
Yo.
On top of this, I asked you a question, and I think
nobody
you just
here is from
answered.
New York. You from Delaware.
Oh my
you from
God.
Germany.
Okay.
I'm from South Carolina.
I'm not from. What makes you from
Wait,
somewhere?
you from Germany?
Okay.
What makes you from somewhere?
Where you was born and raised?
But what if those are two different places?
I don't know.
Anyway, or at least when I stay home, this artist is actually performing at the next Certified Vibe. It's R&B night next Friday. It's Abby Jasmine and Journey Montana, but Abby got this dope record called Uptown.
What did those Latinos in the Bronx do to her that she don't want to go uptown no more? What happened? What Puerto Rican man broke her heart?
Yo, you ain't lying.
God damn. She don't want to go uptown no more at all. It's a dub.
I don't blame her.
Damn.
Puerto Rican, he could just be from Harlem.
I told y'all the craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida.
Felt that. Can we get a retweet over here? I felt that. Yeah, what nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But if you guys like that record, make sure you guys pull up to R&B night next Friday. It's Abby Jasmine, Journey Montana. You could definitely check them out on the Certified Vibe playlist. It's on the website, certifiedvibe.com. And then we actually are having like a rap night that focuses specifically on rappers who rap. So this isn't like no shade to anybody else, but we'll be playing like Outkast to Tribe to Ruben Vincent to J. Cole to Kendrick.
Lyricists.
This is a night for lyricism. So pull up is going to be every other Wednesday at Dumbala in Bushwick. So it's a super dope, cute spot, and it's brand new. So make sure you guys pull up on me every other Wednesday.
Okay, that's Big Nyla. Make sure you check out our podcast too. We Need to Talk.
And then we got the podcast festival going down April 21st in Atlanta.
No, it's April 26th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, at Pullman Yards in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, yes, the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival is happening.
Peace to the planet.
So go get your tickets at blackeffect.com/podcast festival. Now, Envy will be up next with the People's Choice Mix. It's a pre-recorded mix. So he's not actually mixing live. He's not even here.
You don't even
anymore.
gotta blow his spot up
No,
like that.
I do. Because it's so stupid for him not to be here now, but then in 5 minutes he'll be yelling and screaming.
This
you know
is
what I mean?
true. This is true.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Salute to Tank for joining us this morning.
Man, salute to Tank, and make sure to go check Tank out on Broadway. He's in Alicia Keys' Hell's Kitchen, which is inspired by Alicia Keys' life and music. He's on, I think he's there for 13 weeks. I think it's 13 weeks. Yeah, so make sure you check Tank out there. And also make sure you check Tank and Jay Valentine out at the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening Saturday, April 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. They will be there doing their R&B Money podcast live. So go get your tickets at blackeffect.com/podcast festival.
Also,
that's right.
Tonight I'll be out in Milwaukee with Martin Lawrence. We're going to be performing at the Pfizer. Yeah, it was Pfizer. That's what that is. And, I'll be messing up the pronunciation of things. But and then tomorrow we out in Chicago, me and Martin as well. So get your tickets for that also. I think they actually sold out. But next weekend, I'm going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Funny Bone. That's my own show. Me and my brother, Desi Alexander, will be hitting the stage. We got 4 shows. And I will be doing meet and greet because I ain't got to wake up for radio Saturday or Sunday. So get your tickets at JessHilariousOfficial.com or FunnyBone.com. Cincinnati, I'll be there next week.
So you definitely going to be in Milwaukee and Chicago with Martin because, last time I went to go see you and Martin, you wasn't there.
Yeah. Last time I went to go see Martin, he wasn't there. So that's the thing. So, yes, me and him will definitely be together tonight in Milwaukee and tomorrow in Chicago. So,
all right. Well, when we come back,
and thank you to Bill Burr. Bill Burr came on the show.
Oh, Bill Burr too. Yep.
Yes, make sure
to Bill Burr.
Make sure you check out his comedy special, Bill Burr, Drop Dead Years. It's out today on Hulu, and he's gonna be on Broadway too, starting on March 31st in Glen Ross. It's called?
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm gonna go check. But I love Broadway, so I'm gonna go check Bill Burr and Tank out on Broadway.
It sound like the new thing. I like that. That's what's up.
All right. When we come back, positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. I got a salute to the 757. This week, I'm actually being honored at Hampton University. Me and my wife, they're honoring a black family. So they are honoring us and all that we do. Charlamagne, don't you laugh, don't you smile. I see it in your face right now. I see it.
No, I'm just trying to.
Why you had to say black family?
Exactly.
It is. They're honoring a black family. They're honoring black families. It's a black family conference, and they're honoring a black family.
Y'all the blackest that they can
ice.
find.
Pull up.
Who's the black family? I know Gia is black, but I mean,
yes, I'm black.
All right, man.
Salute. And you better stop, man, because people be like, "Oh, you really black?" Yes, I'm black. I mean, 100% black.
You're a Dominican, but okay, it's okay.
Congratulations, though. Congratulations.
I guess. Thanks, guys. Thanks after saying, you really black? Thanks. But yes, they're honoring.
Congratulations to Gia for
and
holding
the Black
it down.
Family Conference.
Gia's so black that she make the rest of the family look black. Okay, so salute to Gia.
Oh my goodness. Yes, so we will be in Hampton University. So salute to the 757. Don't say nothing to him. So salute to the 757. We appreciate you guys, man. You got a positive note?
I do.
Give me some positivity.
The positive note is simple, man. It's switching your mentality from why is this happening to me to what is this trying to teach me is a game changer. Remember that this weekend. Don't ask yourself, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? It's a game changer. Have a great weekend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?